Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is Ashville Weekly, episode 51. The back is longer than the front, which nearly ruined my day. The boys have already dug the area out. Yes! It's always a work in progress. Come on, put it in. Nah, we don't endorse stuff like that, rude boy. King of the castle, king of the castle. I nearly took a hot water on top of my head. Wax off. 2 professional boxers. All of the lights. Someone else is about to get on. Let's get out there. Monday morning, and we're in the yard. It's just before 7 o'clock. We're working hard, but it feels like we're hardly working, because we love being here, don't we, Terry?
What's that?
I said we're working hard, but we feel like we're hardly working, because we love being here, innit?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That's exactly what it is. Morning. All right. This time now I got air pie and Terry got a good morning. We just had a delivery come in of a couple of samples of material which are looking very good. I'm very happy about that. There's a lot that happened over the weekend and it feels like things are going our way. I don't want to get carried away trying to keep my feet on the ground, but it definitely feels like the movement is progressing. Very happy about that. And by the way everybody's parked in the car park, I can tell that Terry was here from early, otherwise everybody wouldn't have parked in unison like that and made space for other people. So I've got my laces in my hand, I haven't put them in my shoes yet, so I'm not going to walk anywhere in the yard. I didn't want to cause any delays. Cam is not in, so Terry's on his own, so operationally I want to help out in the yard. And I've got a couple of things that I want to move around and I want to do it early. So here's the plan. We moved the security hut from this area about 2 weeks ago, and those are the shelves which are going to go in the bottom container. If I move those out the way, I do believe I can move this barrier slightly further out, and I believe we can put this bus stand shelter. People think, what is this guy doing with all this old stuff? This is perfectly good, and we can use that and we can put it over there. There's a bit of concrete here, so we might rock this back and forth a little bit to get it out of this gap with the adjustment tool, the 8-ton machine. And we begin to adjust. Yeah, a little nudge. Now I'm going to put it back the other way. Rock it from the top. There we go. Yeah, it's nice and free. This one is free enough. That one, when we get underneath, it should be okay, because if you have a look from the other side, it's pretty clear. Well, that didn't work. Yes, it did. Wait, you need to go a bit wider on one of them now. Whoa, we are in. Man, we could do. It's concrete on the floor. It's lifting up this entire ramp here. Yep, that's it. Well done, Flo. No. Down. There you go. That sound. Up. There we go. Okay. Watch the gate. Well done, Flo. Give the space a little clean. Nice. The bus stop, or smoking area, whatever you want to call it, not that I condone smoking, is nearly in place. Oh, now I could be helping, but I'm just here filming. Now, while this is lopsided, we haven't got anything with us at the moment, but what we'll do, we'll jack this up later and we'll put something in here. The important thing is, before the lorries are back for their second load, this is in place. General industry. In the railway yard, material is running low, but everything looks nice and neat here. At the moment, we've got 3 separate materials in here. Oh, there's a bit of a queue for the weighbridge. Someone's already on, someone else is about to get on. The video team have just arrived, and I believe that Southern Vulcanizing are starting some of the work on a volumetric mixer, so one of the team are going to run around there, and we push on with the day. Besha, this is a nice area now where you can come and sit down and reflect and Yeah, you can wait for a bus here, the Ashville bus. There, take a seat, yep. You see? See, just very nice, isn't it, see? Yeah, a cup of coffee in the morning, perfect. Now look in here, you may wonder, why have we put that there and left such a gap and the levels here? Okay, stay with me now, here's the plan. Build up that side so this is level. Once that's level, we're going to change the whole makeup of what's happening here. The green container is going to go black, we're going to take that and we're going to put it on top of that one. The stairs for it arriving today, so you saw the messing around we had last week. The stairs are going to come to this sort of area where the digger is. Once the stairs are in place at the top container, we're going to take all of this out and we're going to rework this entire area to make a new safe pedestrian walkway. When we've made the safe pedestrian walkway here, we're going to change what's going on here. Then if you remember a good few weeks back, I told you we're going to move the entrance of this further down to here, but we can't do that until we have all our measurements here. So it is a work in progress, but it will be a lot safer and there'll be much more access. Hey, a man came onto the landing and was about to dash the coffee off. Yeah. Hey, I was walking past and I nearly took a cold coffee in my head. Hey.
Worse than that, it's hot water.
It's hot water. I nearly took a hot water on top of my head at 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Terry, you have to watch out, man. Wait, hold on. Oh, I wanted to film that. Shagger, man. The stairs for my new office have arrived. Very good. Let's get this offloaded. Let's try and lift. A bit more. Bring it to the edge a bit more. Put it back down. We should be able to get further under. Now it's on the edge and we move over a little bit, we should be able to balance. Van, yeah? Keys for the van, please. Thank you. Spot on. That's what I'm talking about. Already, people are making use of the smoking area, and what a smoking area it is. Regarding our security gate, what you've seen us messing around with for the past 2 weeks, we had loads of DMs, we had loads of information come through, but in the comments, we managed to find out immediately the very first comment that came through. Let us know the company that it could be. I emailed that company this morning and they've already emailed me back with a diagram. They've told me the model number and now we are discussing it with them. So thank you to everyone who saw that. And it's a good thing that all the Ashville Weekly faithful have a wealth of knowledge in construction because you've saved me a lot of time and energy.
You need a fake cigarette?
Nah, we don't endorse stuff like that, rude boy.
You waiting for a bus?
Yep.
Hold on.
Are you rolling? It's Tuesday and I'm in the yard. Had a very long meeting earlier with a company. They're going to start sorting out our networking issues. Apparently, hold on. I'm sat here and people are very funny at Ashville. And apparently I'm sat here waiting for a bus. I'm in the smoking area and I don't smoke, but I spent a long time today sorting out some of our networking issues and we have a plan in place. I'm spending the majority of tomorrow in the city. I have a load of meeting plans. It's been a long time since I spent a day in the city. I'm at Queen's Park Rangers later and I still need to get on trying to sort out the security booth. I'm waiting for a video to go live actually. I've heard that the Carabao video, a very strange one, that is going to surprise all of you. I've tried to show my strength in the past, but I've never shown my speed, and there's a reason for that. So let's hope that Carabao video comes out today or tomorrow morning, and I'll revert back when I get to QPR later. It's QPR in the cup. We're on a penalty shootout. Dr Tundé in the house again.
Hi everyone.
We need to win this shootout so we get Premier League opposition in the next round. Come on.
Come on, QPR.
Yes! Come on.
Jeez.
Everyone has scored so far. The pressure's mounting. Yes! Get in! Come on. Oh!
You buried it.
Oh, it makes no difference.
Oh, yes! Bomb corner!
Keep the same, this.
Oh, it's a good penalty, man. It's a good penalty. Come on. Come on, put it in. Yes! he still scored. Come on, the crowd are going mad here. Yes. Come on. Keeper saves this. Come on, keeper. Come on. Stand big. Yeah, he's trying to put him off. Come on. Come on.
Missed.
Yes! Come on! Come on! No, it's one more.
Watch, look at this.
No, he's retaking it.
Nah, that's a fix, man.
There's been a pitch invasion as well. Oh.
Same spot.
Oh. The penalty was retaken. The crowd aren't happy. Come on, finish that.
I told you.
Yes! Sudden death is still going.
Look around the ground, Prince.
Come on. Come on, keeper.
As if I was keeping count.
Yes! Yes!
That's done, yeah?
No, now we got to score. If we score, this is it. This is it. If this goes in, we are through to the next round of the cup. This is it. All right, here we go. Here we go.
This is a goal now. This is it.
Come on.
Bye-bye,
Stadium's
Everton.
gonna erupt.
Come on.
Bye, Everton.
Yes! Yes! And Ashville sign is up! Yes!
That's the Everton fans, isn't it?
Yeah. And Ashville sign is up as well for the celebrations. And the Ashville signs are up back to back. Aggregatesupplier.com. Here we go. Look at it. Here we go. We're not
Every
condoning
time,
the
every-
pitch invasions at all. We just thought we'd film them and share
That's
them
the
with you.
legal disclaimer.
Yeah.
If any of them need representation,
So QPR through to the next round of the cup. Tundé invited some people today, but Tundé happened to invite 2 professional boxers in the same weight class. He clearly didn't think about this. 2 professional boxers. He did think about it. He did think about it. So Tunde's trying to promote this. What it is, I have access to a football stadium. Tunde gives legal representation, and we're trying to line it up to be at QPR. Yeah, we're trying to line it up to be at QPR. We're not going to lie, a good day all round. QPR through to the next round of the cup. Let's hope we got Premier League opposition here in a couple of weeks. We'll be watching the draw.
Yeah.
Thank you.
United, I reckon.
It's Wednesday and I'm not in the yard. I am in the city of London. I've just finished a day of meetings. I'm going to leave here and go back to the yard because we are trying to work on the video of my bespoke boardroom table. So I want to get back and try and get that as far along as we possibly can to schedule for a release tomorrow at 6 p.m. I figured I may as well sit here, use my laptop and do as much as I can and let the traffic die down and then jump back on the road. I'm actually sitting in someone else's office for a bit of privacy and I'm having a look at something and it's made me think of Danielson, wax on, wax off. Okay, well that's empty. That's not gonna work. I'm thinking maybe I need one of those plants for my office. So maybe I can ask if I could just have this one. So I'm gonna finish my emails, finish my catching up, finish returning phone calls, jump in the car and back to the yard. At the yard. Those lights are super bright. All of the lights, dun, 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 dun. Back at the yard, time to work on this video. We'll do a watch through. It's not a very long video, but it's action packed. Hopefully a lot of you will find this interesting. The reason I'm doing this at this time is because tomorrow we'll be very distracted in the office. There'll be a lot going around and my attention will be all over the place. It'll take us about half the amount of time to do it this evening and that way we could schedule it for a release tomorrow. I hope you like it. Thursday morning I'm in the yard. Terry the Shegger has turned up to work. I'm looking at this area and it's bothering me, and as more and more people come here, there's no parking spaces. So I did say that I was going to decorate this while it was down here, but we haven't been able to do that yet. So I just have to move this out the way and connect the stairs and start to have a little move around on what's going on here, because it's not safe. It's meant to be a safe pedestrian walkway. You will see that Simon, the accountant, is nearly with us, and Shane is enjoying the smoking area. Si, you having a cigarette?
No, I don't smoke.
You don't smoke anymore? Oh, now Simon was in the smoking area yesterday, but we're not going to say nothing. We're not going to say nothing about that. So the boys are just getting the machine down. We're going to get a couple of chains, and we're going to try and move this now so we can make some space in the yard. And I'm going to connect these stairs, but we'll work that out in a minute. Shegger, man. I told Jay to get a cutaway of the Shegger, so Jay knew to walk over here to get a cutaway of Terry. There you go.
No.
Oh, now
I don't know how he knew who it was.
bare orders came today. It's Cora's christening at the weekend. And
First birthday.
that's what I meant. I wasn't invited to the christening, so I wouldn't know about it. See, I just dropped that in there.
We're only an update.
It's Cora's first birthday, and Terry had bare clothes arrive. Loads of clothes arriving to the yard, so Terry's going to be doing a fashion show on Saturday at Cora's first birthday, aren't you, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was going to say something smart, but he didn't. One tagline on the front, one tagline at the back, so we can kind of direct it, because we have to be kind of precise when we're doing this. Terry, the health and safety advisor, is out in the yard with his hat on, with his safety hat on, literally.
Safety first. Christ almighty. Well, no, I should have got down the gym, really, shouldn't I? Oh my word, you'll have to have a go at that.
You're right, Natal?
No, see?
I knew he had done that, that's why I let you do it.
Oh, you idiot. I'm thinking, Christ, how you're strong.
So we're going to use the forklift, we're going to remove all of these jersey barriers, then we're going to pick this up, put it over here, turn it round so we can pick it up from the other side, and then we're going to try and hold it up there, put some bolts into it and attach the legs. Boys in here think they're funny. Every day Lucas comes to work by bike, and every day these boys play a different trick. One day they went and hid it over there, one day they locked it in the container, the other day they put it up with the tyres, and the worst one they did, he put it by the scaffold, they put 2 scaffold poles in front of it after. So when Lucas got here, he didn't realise that the scaffold poles weren't there, and he was trying to straighten the handlebars and pull the bike through the gap, and he was here for about an hour. So what are you doing? So the boys keep playing tricks on him, so I've had to put a stop to it, because you can't keep doing that. Let's put it in place. We're gonna have to cut them with the grinder. Yeah? You ready? Precision. Yeah? So we've managed to put one bolt in, but we've had to put the bolt a bit lower so we can ensure that the door opens. So we've got 2 legs, 1 bolt, and we've got the forklift backing it up, holding it in place. We're gonna go and try to fit a second bolt now. So the landing is up by itself. It hasn't been as straightforward. You know, when I started this, I thought, yeah, just 1 hour, we'll put it up. So over here, there was nowhere to attach it, so we had to weld a plate on, and that plate, we then had to drill it and we connected it. It's better to go belt and braces and go over the top to make sure that this is safe, and it's not going to move for very many years to come. So the legs are now in place. We have 3 bolts in place, but we're going to put another 2, so we're going to have 5 bolts in total. Dudek, when he's drilling it, the quickest way to do it is to go through all the different drill sizes. So he's doing one size, then another, so we don't kill the drill bits. We're using the 8-ton machine. We're going to go and pick up the stairs, and we're going to hold the stairs in place, and we're going to put the stairs on these 3 bolts. We're getting there. I'm acting like I planned this using the pallet. I never planned that. It's just happening like that. So. So we're putting this acros in to drive everything upwards because we have a spirit level on it and everything's slightly going that way. So we're going to drive this upwards, and if you can see, this is no longer touching the floor. So we're going to have to do a bit of messing around. So we keep putting spirit levels on every single step. Hey! King of the castle, king of the castle. Are you not entertained? Man, I beg you mind what you're doing. Oh, the ram is gone on it now. Oh, the ram is gone on the digger. Bro, you're supposed to run operations in here. Oh, now the ram has gone on the digger and you ain't done nothing about it. Look. The jersey barriers are only the same size no matter what we do. So we put those in the middle, then that will govern how many go here and how many go there, because we're only going to use full blocks. We're not going to cut any of them. What Dudek's doing here is he's now bolting the legs into the floor. So we've got the bolts all around, and now these legs and the stairs will be bolted into the ground as well. we're so tight on space here, use the forklift to drop it there, then get that 8-ton digger and just push it exactly into where it's going to be. So you see the Tekkas by Flow there, we didn't want to use the arm and try to push it there because we were going to damage it and it didn't work anyway. So Flow brought it forward and did some serious Tekkas to push that in line. Now we're just straightening it up here a bit. Nice. Full-blown conversation and discussion. Still waiting. Still waiting. Okay, and here we go. Yep, and yeah, we've worked it out. We've worked it out. The fact that we've moved the container up and we have the walkway here, we have to decorate it while it's up there, which I didn't want to do, but it means we now have more space to park vehicles, which means they won't be parked all over the place, less obstructions. It's just a lot safer. It's Friday morning, I'm in the yard. I can see that some of the work I instructed the boys to do yesterday, they've already started it. This container has been welded, so we have a tack weld in all 4 corners. Over there, the boys have moved the pedestrian entrance from the car park, but unfortunately they need to do more work. Now I asked them if they could move it over 2 places and they moved it over 1. Now, not just because of ego or because I said to do it, I said it because the health and safety officer said that's what would be best. But the boys only moved it over by 1, and they had a very well thought out reason why they did that, because they said it would be straight from this side. However, it won't work because the health and safety consultant said that he wants it in a certain way. So unfortunately, the guys have got to do it all again and change it. By the end of the day, we should have it all right. Plenty to do. Let's get on with it. Sometimes when you see our tippers on the road, they have these greedy boards on, sometimes they don't. Now I expect all the lorries to have greedy boards that you could take on and off, because sometimes the material we put on, like when you see us put the big rocks on, the volume of them is rather large, and if we don't put the sides on and we turn it a roundabout, some of those rocks can fall off the side of the lorry and fall into the road, but we do not always run with these. The reason we don't run with them is because we would go to sites and we do muck away and they've got a machine. They see this as an invitation to overload the lorries and freight them. And we can't have that. So you'll see us taking them off and putting them on. But the safe way to take them off and to put them on is these hooks here. There's 2 of these hooks on each one. These are the lifting points where you lift them and slot them into place. The trouble is, some of them, like this, they've broken off. Flo is taking these, he's cutting them, and he's welding all the lifting points back onto these. So they're in place, so it's nice and safe when we're lifting them on. What you can see Flo doing here is we're just digging out this area. There's no point in doing all of this for a safe pedestrian walkway and then people go to walk out here and they trip over straight away. So we're just trying to dig this out and level the ground so where people walk, there aren't any obstructions. What if we put this here? Too short from here to here because the ground. We've built up the ground here and then leave here. Flo, where you get that beat up tape measure from? That B-Tech tape measure. That seamstress tape measure. Like Flo sews in his spare time.
From there,
Yeah. You might have to just cut it here. We'll decide when we've put it in. Yeah. Unless there's another way of doing it. What about if we move this and just pull all of this out? Yeah? Because then I stop people from standing here and I got more space over there. What do you think? Yeah? Fine, let's do that. And the space that's left, we just cut that to fit it. But we must have a, let me just get a tape measure from my car. I beg. Hold on. Come, Flo. Mm-hmm. Not too, it's too small. Let me just compact it quickly. We need what? What's this here? Yeah?
That's fine. All right.
Yeah? Let's straighten this up.
Got that small gate, yeah?
Look at that.
Don't come down.
Make sure this is flat. Use the shovel, dig out everything to drop the level here. Only leave the type 1 underneath that. Here we are over by the pump again. We're doing a bit of maintenance. We're turning the cutting ring here. And I was watching and I was very happy about it. And then I looked and saw he was wearing a high vis from another company, which near ruined my day when we have provided the Ashville high vises. I'm not going to hold it against him because he's a good lad, but we must ensure that this may never happen again. There was another incident earlier. Jay, who you've seen in the past, Jay is now full-time for Ashville. And I said, Jay, send me your name and your details, just we have to fill in some new starter forms for HMRC. And it turns out that Jay's name is actually James. So he's lied to me. I thought his name was Jay and it's James. So I'm gonna go around the yard and begin to question other people. For all I know, Terry's real name is Leroy. So I'm gonna see what's really good in the yard and I'm gonna question everyone one by one. I'm gonna check passports and driver licenses. Bro, my man's name's James. Friday evening, and got the drivers on our back refueling. We've got a bit of work on tomorrow, so many of them are loading. Those who aren't working tomorrow are still loading diesel. Terry and Cam are both not in tomorrow, but Simon is in, so Simon's going to take the lead and I'm just going to support him where needs be. Going to go up to my office and look at my lovely shirts on the wall. My boardroom table is there, and I think my final Dell screen arrives next week, so my office should be complete as well. cut a couple and put them here. That's my head, Dan's head, James's head. Yeah, sorry. I think I'll probably put a bit of foam on, get a Stanley knife, cut some foam up, and put some foam on these as well. Waste not, want not, and all that. I'm not wasting anything. Health and safety, check. Sat down, I'm in the yard. Terry isn't here. It's Cora's birthday today. Her birthday party starts in a couple of hours. I've been invited. Let's hope I can get away from work. Let's show a lovely picture of Cora here. Growing up, she's a big girl. Cam also isn't here because Cam is on annual leave. So it's just Simon and I in the yard today. But to be honest, Simon is running about by himself trying to sort out 100 problems. A little bit earlier, the guys were working in this area and they managed to level this by just extending these legs. I think they've put something in there to hold up each leg. They have, yeah. So this is level now. So my smoking area used to be like this, but now it's nice and level. In other news, the merch is well on the way. Now, the people working on the merch, making the mugs, they know we have a weekly show, so they've been kind enough to send us some footage. Over here, let's have a look at it. The merch is full steam ahead. So we have a date when everything is gonna arrive via shipping container on a ship, but we have a problem already with transportation. It's just long. HGV driver shortage is causing massive problems for absolutely everything, as it has done today with fuel. Luckily for me, I have enough diesel in my vehicle, but my other vehicle, which you know about, I don't actually have any petrol in it whatsoever, but it's parked up, so I'm not going to be moving it until all the panic is over and I can fill it up, because it's not essential. I can get to and from work. So that's all that's important for me at the moment. I'm in my office and I'm developing some scripts that I've been working on because it's a little bit more quiet today. There's some crazy stuff going on out there. Everybody's trying to get fuel. I do have some samples of the merch that you saw me looking at last week. So let's check out them samples. Okay, well that's just a plain sample to show me the quality. Let me see. Okay, yes, the back is longer than the front. Yes, let me see this. Bit of stretch in it. Woohoo! Right. Oh wow, that's the one. I haven't even seen the last one and I can tell you that that's the one. Oh, tell a lie. Oh wow. A lot of food for thought here. Have to think about a couple of things. Have to agree if this is going to be the t-shirt we use. Then I have to agree on the color of what it's going to be. Then I have to agree on the size. And then I need to think about what we're going to do on the back. For a first draft, really good start.
Warm, yeah? Already, man. Wait good, everything, yeah?
It was just them days, you know, when I come down.
That's why you got trim as well.
Yeah, come on.
I got trim as well, a couple waves.
I gotta let that camera hit that ass, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, looking good for you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Saturday night I'm here with Dan Azeez. As you can see, we are not in the yard, thankfully, because this man has got gloves on. We're backstage, he's warming up, this man is ready. He's down at weight, he is 81.7 kilos. We're going out, this man is up and coming. I'm come up here to support, and I can see that this man is ready. We can't wait to get out there. This fight will be done in a second, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the main event. Let's get out there. It's I've got audio. Yeah. It's Sunday morning and we're in the yard. We are putting a concrete pad in place for a man-safe system near the cement silo. I told you about this a long time ago, but finally we're going to get it done today. The boys have already dug the area out, and luckily for me, there is already a concrete pad hidden under the ground. So we're going to keep that. We've put one level of mesh in, and we've tied all that mesh together. We're going to pour some concrete up to the level of the existing slab. We're going to put some more mesh, and then we're going to pour again. So we should get this all done today, and hopefully this will be dry tomorrow. Otherwise, nobody's going to be able to fill up with cement. A lot of you in the trade are probably watching and thinking, why are we not using shuttering around the outside? It's just a pad. This is not someone's house. We just need this to be strong, so when we do the man-safe system, it can bolt into it, and just so the lorries can drive over it. And the material around is actually quite solid itself, because a very long time ago, this was an old tarmac site. So that's why we haven't got any shuttering around. Of course, if it was someone's house, we would do that. Let's show you something from Ashville Weekly a while back when we were doing the basement salvage project. And yes, that standalone video will be out very soon. I'm sorry to interrupt the montage, but I was walking around the lorry here and I see once again somebody has destroyed all the bulk bags. But of course, nobody knows who did it, Dan. Now this lorry is going to run out of cement very soon, and you'll notice that we can't refill with cement because we're pouring a slab in the way of it. Luckily, we planned everything and we loaded all the concrete lorries in the yard yesterday. So we're going to park this one up, get another one over here and keep pouring. Okay, so while we're over here doing this one, Michael is actually in the other yard cleaning out the auger on the other concrete lorry. So we're trying to do two at the same time. So while we use this one, we're cleaning the other one. So when this is done, we can clean this one out. Everyone's helping everyone with their task, so hopefully we will get to leave here that bit sooner. Well, the pour is finished. We're just going to wash out the second concrete lorry, and the guys are just making sure 100% that the pad is fine. I'm going to take a walk over to the office area and see what other little bits and pieces we managed to get done today. The other work that was done today, you see we put this in earlier in the week, but you know your boy, I like to level with you. Well, everything is completely straight. You saw us with a spirit level. Everything was perfect. However, there was one small problem. When this slab was put in, this slab was done in a way that water would be running in a certain direction. But everything has changed in the yard since then, and we're not going to dig up all this concrete. So what's actually happened is the concrete here is slightly higher than the concrete over there, which means that these steps, if you look very closely, are slightly tilted. So they're fine to walk down, it's only ever so slight. However, what will happen is on the back of the step, water will begin to collect. So to combat that, in every step, we have drilled a couple of holes. So any of the water that thinks it's gonna sit on the back of the step will fall through the gaps. And when we drilled the holes, we used some spray and some touch-up paint just to protect the metal from any rust. Been a good day in the yard so far. Unfortunately, my DJI ran out of battery. Charging it now because I need to use it later. Hopefully, my filming is okay and the montage is still good, but you'll notice a distinct difference about halfway through. I need to do some emails now, then I need to go home, have a shower, get changed, and I'm back on road again. So you're saying one take Monday, yeah?
What are you saying, Tom?
See what I'm saying right now. The nerves will get to me. That's it for episode.
One take Monday, you know?
That's it. That don't count. That was my mulligan, like golf. Like you play golf. See, this word, like, you have all these script writers that prepare your lines.
We're saying I've got ghostwriters.
You got ghostwriters. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's it for Ashville Weekly, episode 51.
Click here for the Ashville website.
Click here to subscribe to our channel.
Click here to see a video on us creating a boardroom table for my new shipping container office.
And click here for last week's episode, which was episode number 50. I always said I was better than him.